If you're thinking Chinese cuisine, you probably have visions of egg rolls dancing in your head. But surprise, most of those deep-fried Americanized house specials are pretty bad for you. Hold on to your chopsticks. Here's what to skip when you're ordering Chinese.
I refuse to play your Chinese food mind game.
Sweet and sour chicken is one of those dishes that you probably won't find in China. While sweet and sour sauces do exist, they're mostly eaten with fish and served on the side. But stateside, not only is the sauce itself extra sweet, considering it's drowning battered and fried chicken, the amount of sugar you consume goes through the roof.
Be like eating sweet or sour chicken.
Yeah.
What is this?
Sour chicken. It's good, right?
A normal portion can net you over 1,700 calories and over 130% of your daily recommended fat. And that doesn't even include a side of rice. Egg rolls often play the role of doorman to the calorie palace that is your Chinese meal. But while a single egg roll is just a 222-calorie treat, how many people can eat just one? Sure, egg rolls do typically contain a few grams of protein, but since that's coming from the meat that's also contributing to the 11 grams of fat your egg roll is packing, it hardly makes it worth it.
I feel like just walking over there and taking some food off of somebody's plate.
I'll tell you what, there's $50 in it for you if you do it.
You might think lemon chicken doesn't sound too bad. After all, chicken is pretty healthy, and lemons are found in basically every healthy cleanse. But a more accurate name for lemon chicken would be battered fried chicken in lemony sugar sauce.
Give them a little piece, a taste.
Oh, yes.
No,
you don't have to, but thank you.
Check out any recipe for lemon chicken and you'll notice large quantities of oil, sugar, and soy sauce. And those are the healthier homemade versions. Hit a restaurant and those numbers top out at around 1,500 calories and 75 grams of fat. And as far as the lemon goes, its inclusion in the recipe actually helps to disguise the sweet flavors of all the sugar you're eating. If lemon chicken were a book, you definitely wouldn't want to judge it by its healthy-ish cover. While it has fallen out of fashion, there was a time when chop suey was the most popular dish to order in a Chinese-American restaurant. In the 40s and 50s, neon signs would brightly boast that restaurants specialized in this well-known dish.
Leave it to the French to f up China's #1 dish.
It's not Chinese, it's American.
Rumored to have been invented in San Francisco and based loosely on an authentic Chinese dish, Americanized chop suey is a stir-fry of various meats and vegetables tossed in a clear, cornstarch-thickened sauce. Since there's no standard recipe for chop suey, the dish can be whatever the house chef says it is, and it's developed a reputation over the years for being a way to use up leftovers. In fact, its very name comes from the Cantonese meaning for odds and ends. Fresh crab can fluctuate wildly in price depending on the season or the harvest that particular year. Yet many Chinese restaurants seem to have plenty of crab-based dishes on the menu at reasonable prices all year long. How do they do it? By serving you imitation crab.
Crab masters.
Imitation crab has been around since the 70s. It's basically made from codfish that has been made into a paste along with starches and sugars. It's fairly standard in Japanese restaurants too. If you've ever eaten a cheap California roll, you've had imitation crab. This type of crab meat has less protein than the real stuff and often contains gluten.
We made fish taste like crab.
The flavor is crab-like, but the texture and look of imitation crab is easy to distinguish for anyone who actually wanted to eat the real thing.
People should be able to tell real crab from fake crab. You gotta be a moron if you can't tell the difference. That's what I think.
If you're uncertain why this dish is included here, the answer is in the name. Fried rice is usually made from white rice, which has the lowest nutritional value of any rice, and is then thrown in a pan of oil and allowed to soak up the goodness. This process results in an oily, starchy, delicious, but totally unnecessary calorie load to your meal. And when you've just polished off 800 calories of egg rolls, the last thing you need is several hundred more on the side. Replace the white rice with brown and you'll gain a little fiber, but that doesn't change the fact that it still gets fried.
Whatever you say, stove.
It's Steve.